In response to the question, Nikon said, any report will be private and confidential and cannot be published. However, we will be able to communicate and pass on the findings as appropriate. Meanwhile, at a UNC media briefing on Sunday, Lee claimed that Nikon plant was a government entity because it was built with taxpayers' money, which then placed Petrotrin in severe debt before it was sold to Nikon by the government. So the government take your taxpaying money, they build the gas to liquid plant, run into debits, sold it to a company. For the benefit? Just asking. Lee claimed that natural gas supplied to the Nikon plant was approved by the government to come from the where? The energy minister. Share of natural gas. Listen to this.
The plant which Nikon operates was funded and built by the taxpayers of this nation. Billions of taxpayers' money was spent to build a gas to liquid plant at Petrotrin, placing Petrotrin in a severe debt before it was sold at a peppercorn rate to Nikon by this government, Senator Mann. The natural gas, and I want to say this carefully, the natural gas supplied to operate this Nikon plant was approved by this government, this PNM government, to come from the Minister Energy share of natural gas. As a matter of fact, this government created a new company called the Trinidad Upstream Downstream Gas Company just to sell gas to Nikon.
Well, you hear that? I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't know that. So now you know that that plant was built with your money. With your money. An individual died. He could have been a husband, a brother, a son, a nephew. He died. He died. Who's representing the family? Who is representing the family in getting answers on how did my son, how did my brother, how did my nephew, how did my husband die? How did daddy die? Let's hope the family gets the justice that they are looking for. Because believe me, it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. What about the justice for the 4 divers? We're still waiting. We're still waiting. We still waiting. OSHA shut down Nikon. And nobody couldn't do anything about it. And no, absolutely nobody. Thank God OSHA stepped in. Thank God for that. Education Ministry. St. Anne's East MP, Dr. Nian Gaspidoli, have stated that she has a full confidence in the National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines as he assisted the Education Ministry with working with students. She was speaking in Parliament on Friday during debate on the non-confidence motion brought against National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines by opposition MP Saddam Hussein. Gaspidoli said, when children returned to school after COVID-19 and were interacting in ways that the ministry was not accustomed to, she reached out to Hines. The minister stated that his response assured her that the ministry would receive assistance, and their discussion came to the police service because he understands that crime fighting starts in school. Listen to this.
This is a man that cares about this country, our children, and our society. Immediately I asked, I need to meet with your officials. We need to discuss how we deal with this. And into our conversations came the TTPS at the highest level. ensured by our Minister of National Security, because he understands that the underpinning of crime is not on the street when they are old. It is in our schools when they are misbehaving and they need the support and they can't get it there. And so into our discussions came the TTPS. And we went on for days in order to come up with something that would help us. And into our schools immediately, 17 of our secondary schools where we had the most problems, went the community police. So I'm listening to the member for Couva South and you're talking about bringing community police into our schools. We are doing that already. So thank you. Thank you for your endorsement of what we are doing under this Minister of National Security, because we understand, the PNM understands what is required, and we have put a man there to do the work, and he is doing the work that we have to do.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Supera Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Carney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
This is a man that cares about this country, our children, and our society. Immediately I asked, I need to meet with your officials. We need to discuss how we deal with this. And into our conversations came the TTPS at the highest level, ensured by our Minister of National Security, because he understands that the underpinning of crime is not on the street when they are old. It is in our schools when they are misbehaving and they need the support and they can't get it there. And so into our discussions came the TTPS. And we went on for days in order to come up with something that would help us. And into our schools immediately, 17 of our secondary schools where we had the most problems, went the community police. So I'm listening to the member for Couva South and you're talking about bringing community police into our schools. We are doing that already. So thank you. Thank you for your endorsement of what we are doing under this Minister of National Security, because we understand, the PNM understands what is required, and we have put a man there to do the work, and he is doing the work that we have to do.
So viewers, we want to apologize for that break there. Somebody in Synergy apparently let they sleep away on our stream. It's so sad. It's sad, it's sad. It's effing sad. We do advertise, you understand? I do advertise for nobody. So we do apologize for the break in stream viewers. But nevertheless, maybe some coffee might wake them up for the hour or something. Now, back to the school. She also added that there are children who are parenting themselves, and after writing to the Minister for police to be involved, in a mentorship program, it was done. And that is why she has confidence in Hines.
Madam Speaker, we have children who are parenting themselves. We have children who don't know what it is to have a father figure speaking to them and telling them, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. We have children in our system who are coming to school, nobody to feed them, nobody to clothe them. Teachers are at their wits' end. And we have to provide role models for these children. I've written to the Minister of National Security asking for the police to be involved in our mentorship program. And I can tell you within short order, a response was given by the police. They will be involved in our school mentorship program. That is ongoing. Madam Speaker, we need them. We need them because our children require that support. They require looking up to someone who can tell them about their own experiences and who can guide them in the right way, in the realest way possible. That is the support being provided to our children in our schools from the Minister of National Security through the TTPS. That's why I have confidence in him.
So she has confidence in Hines for the school. But does the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago has confidence in Hines? There's a big difference. There is a big difference, and I want to let you understand that, viewers. Now, do you have confidence in the Minister of National Security? Do you? I want you to keep this in mind. That is the same man who said, it is not my job to make the citizens feel safe. It's not his job to make citizens feel safe. But you're telling the police now to go to the schools? What happened to the security in the schools? There was an MTS company had contracts for security in schools. What happened to that? What happened to that? It went through the window? I'm asking the Minister of National Security. I'm also asking Gatsby Dolly, what happened to all the security in schools? Are they taking the police off the streets to go in school? Come now, man, they'll do something better than that now. I'll do something better than that. Let me tell you something, home invasion is still going on, you know. Home invasion is still rampant, you know. Earlier, I know that. Well, I'm telling earlier. Because if they stop publishing it, it's still going on. It's still active. People are still getting robbed in their home. It's only on Real Talk. You'll get the real facts, you know. Anywhere else, they go butter it up. A little butter, a little honey, you know. A little strawberry something. They go butter it up and they go give it the bird to eat. Me butter up what? I am not going to butter up anything. Because I am a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. My kids are citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. My staffs are citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And we all live in Trinidad and Tobago that are citizens, we feel it. So I am not going to butter up nothing and say, here, it have a little coating on it. It will taste sweet. No, I'm not going to do that. Do expect Saieed to do that. Do expect Saieed to do that. So viewers, moving on a little bit. With the UNC collapsing, members at all levels are leaving in drove. And the PNM will welcome and accept some, according to Youth Development Minister Foster Cummings. He made a point during Friday Parliament debate on an opposition motion of no confidence against National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines. Cummings stated that the UNC is well known for their crime politics, and as local government election is in the air, they will attempt to instill fear in the population.
Madam Speaker, the UNC is well known for their crime politics. And as we see local government elections in the air, we understand that they will fall upon their usual style of attempting to instill fear in the population. It is in this hope that they continue to speak about crime every time they have an opportunity to speak. The very people who had 5 ministers of national security when they were in office.
Let me tell you something here. Both parties, they have their thing. Both parties. So I'm not going to stand here and say crime politics and label this one and label that one and label the next one. No, all of them have the same thing. All of them have the same agenda to get into parliament. To be the leader. All of them have the same thing. Now, the minister added that the opposition is collapsing upon itself, and while members leave the UNC, the government will accept some and certainly not accept others.
I've heard of governments collapsing in office across the world, Madam Speaker. But what we are witnessing in Trinidad and Tobago at this time is an opposition collapsing upon itself. Falling apart at the seams, with a leader fully asleep, and while members at all levels leave the UNC in droves. To find purpose and to find direction that only this PNM government can offer. We welcome those who will come. We'll accept some, and we will certainly not accept others.
Caller, good night.
Great program as usual, and as you said, the only program that is bringing it real to the citizen of this country is Real Talk with Saieed. Mr. Saieed, you are doing so much. The citizens of this country, I'm urging you to wake up. You're hearing everything real on Real Talk. Wake up, citizens, get proactive in what is happening in this country. We are at a bad state, you know. Citizens, you must understand 1/3 of the budget is stolen directly and indirectly in this country, you know. Billions of our money, taxpayer money, citizen money, are spent on legal fees and briefs given to the lawyer friends, the family, and so on. Billions are spent to rent buildings from the friends and family that when you go to those buildings, you can't get parking. You have to look for somewhere far away to park your vehicles. One example is the regional corporation in Princeton. When you go to that building there, the yard is empty and the security tell you, no, you can't park here. There's a car park there. When you go to the car park always full. You can't get parking there. Right? Citizens, wake up, you know. Another one is bad investment. Look how much money this government, this wicked, evil, demonic government, says bad investment, and it's all the excuse they give us. It has happened all over the world, so why it can't happen here? Is that right? We're going to continue to accept that? Just recently, $1 billion in a bad investment. You know how much is that money? So 1/3 of the budget is stolen directly and indirectly. And so those people who are jumping ship and going to the PNM, it's because they feel it is too slow to fill the pockets in the UNC. So they're going to PNM, this notorious bunch of thieves where they feel they will fill the pockets so quickly and you know, the stomach and everything, and they will get the belly filled with the citizens' money. But I'm telling you something, the PNM already collapsed. The PNM destroyed this country so badly, and that is what you all going for? Man, shame on you always. You disgrace your family and this country. Mr. Saieed, greatest Real Talk. You keep up the great work. God bless you and your staff.
Thank you, my friend. If we as a citizen of our country, if we don't understand what is taking place in our country, how would we be able to fix it? How? Do you all want to protest all the days of your lives? Government come, government go. Party formed, party lost. Do we always want to be protesting to fix road? Do we always want to protest for high crime in the community? Ask yourself that. So staying on Cummings and the UNC collapsing, he said the debate wasn't about any alleged incompetence by Hine, but was a UNC bid to use crime as an issue to remain relevant. And he accused the UNC of refusing opportunities to support the government fight against crime. While Cummings admit the statistics that shows many youth were recruited by criminals, he noted that the ministry had introduced programs to make sure that training programs are available to the youths, to the entire job market. Listen.
Madam Speaker, the youth population of this country is about 1/3 the size of the entire population. And the statistics are available and clear that many of our young people are grappling with development issues, that many of our young people have fallen victim to crime, that many of our young people have been recruited by criminal elements in this country. And it is the reason why this Ministry of Youth Development was established, one of the main reasons, to make sure that we have available to our youths training programs geared towards providing them with the opportunities to skill themselves, to upgrade their technical learning and so forth, so that they can enter the job market and be productive citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. That kind of foresight and thinking does not exist with our members on the opposite side.
Let me tell you something. The UNC of Trinidad and Tobago, that political party, needs to be re-recognized in Trinidad and Tobago. Take what I'm telling you earlier. That party needs to be re-recognized in Trinidad and Tobago. You know why? Because I hardly hear them, and I live in Trinidad. They're supposed to be vibrant. You see how our Prime Minister is presently? When he was in opposition, he was a little more vibrant. He was a little more vibrant. He was active, very active. He brought issues to the front. He brought issues to the front. He would, you know, they would say like a roaring lion. When our Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, was the opposition in Trinidad and Tobago, he was like a roaring lion. That is why I always say, I love our Prime Minister. You know what? For his boldness. For his boldness. He will tell you as it is. And I will tell you as it is on national television. I love his motive. He will make you understand a capital A is not a common A. He will make you understand that. He stands firm. Now listen to this, Before I start the story, we're going for a commercial break. But when we come back from this break, you're going to hear about PM Munilal platform talked under scrutiny in EMBD cartel appeal after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now remember, I am encouraging you viewers to set up an investment with Real Talk. Why? Because we are paying you 4%. 4% on an investment. 4% on an investment when you invest with Real Talk. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. Real Talk Credit Union information. We are also open to the public for you to be members of our credit union, viewers. Remember that. Remember that it is important that you become a member. Why am I telling you this? Why? Because very soon we're going to be the leading credit union in Trinidad and Tobago that pays you what? The highest. The highest. Imagine that. So why wait? Why not become a member of Real Talk Credit Union information? Presently, Real Talk is offering you 4% on investment. Where else in Trinidad are you going to get 4%? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Where else? Imagine everything right around you is going up. Everything is going up. Gas, clothes, snacks, shoes, slippers, transportation. Where are you getting an extra income from? Not from our savings? So as we continue our program tonight, concerns have been raised over comments made by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and opposition MP Dr. Rudal Munilal in relation to a procedural appeal in a multi-million-dollar cartel case over contracts awarded by the Estate Management and Business Development Company Limited, EMBD, in the run-up to the 2015 general election. Last Friday, lawyers representing contracting companies, I wouldn't mention their name, viewers, lawyers who representing companies wrote to the Court of Appeal to complain about comments about the appeal made by Dr. Rowley. In a statement, Rowley said, "As we stand here now, Munilal and others have to put in a defense in the court to his claims for the loss of hundreds of millions of dollars." He added that while Munilal is fronting about $3.4 million from the CARICOM Crime Symposium, he has a defense to put in the court to account money the contractors were facilitated with under his portfolio. Listen to this.
That ruling is due to be delivered in the first week of July. This is June. How the hell he know what the Court of Appeal will determine? How he know that? Is Keith Rowley in cahoots with judges at the Court of Appeal? Are they speaking to him? Is he speaking to them? And I ask you to keep that in mind.
Who is speaking to who? We don't know. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Mr. Ali. How are you? I'm calling from New Jersey. Talk well done. What you just said is that the UNC leader is not spicy enough. And I think that the Mr. Keith Rowley, he mashes her like mashed potato. We need somebody more vibrant to be the leader and somebody more challenging, somebody more young. And I think that if the UNC has that, they have a good to go. Good night.
Thank you, my friend. I'm going to tell you something. I love both parties, you know. I love all the parties in Trinidad and Tobago. All. You know why? They are individuals wanting a betterment for our country. But the thing is, when you actually get into power, are you really seeking the betterment of the citizens? Night after night, Real Talk is being shown on Synergy Television from Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. with a rerun the next day from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Now listen to this. Have we ever asked any businessman or anybody in Trinidad to run an ad on Real Talk to support it? No, we haven't done that. For the last 5 years and counting, we haven't done that. I haven't done that. I spend my money to keep this program to educate you, the citizens of our country. Why? Because it benefits the citizens of our country. All other programs in Trinidad and Tobago ask for ads and ask for sponsors and ask for contribution. Does Real Talk ask for that? No. No, they don't. They don't. The only thing we do is ask for a contribution when I am keeping a food drive. And very soon I will be doing one again. You never know what brand of vehicle you might win this time. Last time we gave out a Range Rover, a BMW. That was the earlier last year, I believe. We come up with something this year. Hold on. Hold on. Charity is something I love to do. Everybody knows that. For the last 5 years, everybody knows I love to give charity. We would give away a vehicle to raise fund. Why? Just to help people. Just to help people. That is what we do at Real Talk. Because of the fact that I am a Muslim. Charity is a pillar in Islam. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and I stand by it. I stand by it. We have Real Talk group of companies. We have Real Talk Equipment Rental, Real Talk Real Estate, Real Talk Security and Intelligence. We have Real Talk Buying and Selling Cars, Crash Cars also, and new online to come on stream. Well, we already on stream Real Talk Credit Union and Information. So you want to tell me God has not been blessing Real Talk? Yes, God has been blessing Real Talk. And we grow from strength to strength, from strength to strength. And we get a lot of things done for the citizens of our country. For our country. Now, Trinidad and Tobago know I'm a licensed money lender. People are accustomed saying, "Side where you just get money to lend, you're a Muslim." But I just do spirit work. I was born with that gift. God has blessed me. That's the reason why Real Talk, this branded name in Trinidad and Tobago for the last 5 years, could be able to do business like that on a large scale. Could be able to do food drives and charities on a large scale. You think I'm not proud of it? I am. So when you calling me voodoo man and jinx man and drinking, whatever you want to call me, I am fine with it. I am fine with it. But don't say side you're robbing. Really? We go have a problem right there. Don't say side you're in drugs. We go have a problem. Don't say side you're in guns. We go have a problem right there. Because I will stink you up on national television and ask you after to present the proof. And if you cannot do it, let me tell you something. I have we are taking revenge. You know, when you highlight a candle, and you can't come with your proof, I will have my own revenge, you know. my own revenge. So don't class me with drug dealers and gun runners and human traffickers. And no. I will sit down and do our prayers with you. That is what I will do. So before we wrap up our program, viewers, Munilal also called on Chief Justice Iva Archie to look into the matter as it speaks to the undermining rules of the laws of the judiciary in a country where a prime minister is telling the country he knows what the Court of Appeal will determine. Ooh, that is allegations. Listen to this.
Rowley now is saying he already know what the Court of Appeal will decide. This, brothers and sisters, is a very serious matter. It speaks to the undermining of the rule of law of the judiciary in a country where a prime minister is telling the country he know what the Court of Appeal will determine. Last week, Monday, it is on record. So tonight, I call on the Chief Justice. Please, clear the air. Is Keith Rowley in touch with any and all judges of the Court of Appeal? Is he in touch with the judiciary that he can determine? Is he putting pressure on the judges to determine a ruling in that EMBDC matter?
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, like I say, we bring the issue to you, the citizens of our country, and you take into consideration what you think about it. You have a mind. You are born with a mind, educated as you go in life, and as you grow into different ventures. You are taught in school to add 1 is 2. You are taught English in pronunciation and how to make sentence. The Almighty God have also blessed you with wisdom, understanding, and knowledge to make use of it. Until we meet again, viewers, good night.